So what I did was I went through the pack card by card. I went through it the first time as a beginner and the second time as someone who's done something like it before with a consultant. Yeah. Okay. So as in what would a new person get out of it? What would I get out of it? That way you get sort of a feel. I think it's a great pack. I think it's fine. It's a good starter, to introduce you to things that you might want to explore. I think the overall comment is that there needs to be further explanation, which obviously if you then take that person on as a client, as after giving them the starter pack, they might be tempted to say, oh, well, how do you tie scarves? How you do. I didn't know that about eyes, but they might have done a bit on colour before. They might have done that. Yeah. So I suppose it would help you as a consultant because you would be able to focus on the things they don't know so much about, but also more importantly, it sort of draws them into learning a bit more because clearly you don't get all the information in here, but what you do is a flavour of what you need to think about, which I liked. Because I'm a busy person. When I was working and commuting to London especially, I would never have had the time that I've had now, because I'm not working, to have done what I did. I would have been working this weekend probably, instead of looking through these lovely packs. Today I'm doing Penelope Pink today. So, I like this colour. I don't tend to get it out until springtime. I digress. So what I did was the bulk of the pack here is kind of all here, but I thought, had some understanding of that before. So everything from your makeups and bits and pieces, but it's only an introduction you need to think about kind of card, a lot of it, isn't it? I knew that about makeup. I keep throwing my mascaras away. I'm a good girl. I did not, textures wasn't quite so knowing about those. Certainly about the lipstick thing again, where you'd never see I collect them, but obviously you shouldn't really keep them for very long. Clothes care, reasonable. The colour opposites, I've done something with that on the colour. The decluttering, I've just spent the last 6 months doing that to my home. These are the positives, really. This is all good stuff. Wearing of colours, different times of the year. That was interesting because that's what I've just described to you, actually. Whereas as a spring person, I might be sort of onto that scale of things. And then as the autumn comes in, I might introduce some of the slightly darker shades of that colour.
What, you would have done that without seeing the card? You just would have
But I think that is because I had Katie, doing that with me that time, and I also did that presentation for her, so I had to take a bit of a deeper dive. So I need to know something about what I was talking about before I could do that. And budgeting, reasonably sensible. New outfit choices. I think, again, this is like, you need to do this and you need to mix it, but you need a consultant to tell you how to do that better, because it's not going to explain it on just one card, is it? Because it's a whole huge area of how you put things together, isn't it? So I think as a starter for 10, a newbie, I'd like to know more about that. Yes, I'd like to know more about it. Oh, and that's the bulk of the pack there. What I took away from it, I think, which was different, your approach is very different. I like this because you can go, this is really for me, or it's not really for me. By seeing this, you could save a lot of time for your client and you to cut to the chase of what they really need, like something like this. So this would be my pack. I would come, the smaller pack here, and go, oh, Fiona, I'm not quite sure about this scale thing. What is this thing called scale? Explain what that means, because I took a piece away there going, yes, well, I didn't realise that. And of course, then it needs more explanation. So if that's your intention for the pack, marketing-wise, it's good, because it's going, yes, I'd like to know more.
Absolutely.
So, I could say to you, well, I've done all this before, Fiona. I don't need your help. But I don't feel like that, having read your pack, because I think, scale, what do I know about that? I don't know anything about it at all. Am I doing it all wrong? I'm in a different shape now than I was when I was 18. Yeah, I'm still doing things the same, Maybe the tops might have got a bit longer down here, and I don't wear them up here anymore. I don't wear crop tops anymore. But that's about all I know about it, yeah. Then there was the jewellery one, which I did know about. I wear gold, because that's always suits me better than silver. And gold earrings, I always wear those anyway, because I'm allergic to anything else other than that, which is a bit expensive. The pattern thing, that was interesting, because one of the things you said to me in the shop when you were a very, very busy lady, and you were like, no, I haven't got time for this argument about patterns. Here, try it on. And I was like, well, yes, I know. I like patterns, but I like little patterns, and they have to be the right, because that was the one on the other pack where I did know about neckline. So anything that was that I tried on that day that went up here looked awful. Whereas the V-neck green goddess outfit had a nice V. Yeah, it's more flattering to me and my particular. The more you're up here on your neck, the more comes out here. We proved when I tried on that t-shirt.
Can I just make a comment there, by the way? I
Yes,
totally get what you're saying, Penny, and I do agree. But can I just show you? I'm not exactly small up top. And what have I got on?
but you've got a V though, haven't you still?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the point, is it's to not necessarily have a rule that, like, say it was a dress and you thought, actually, I might wear it with a cardigan. You're then, it's the illusion now of something over the top that's done that V for you. So what I'm trying to get across there is I know people who have been told, you're busty, you must have a V. And they will therefore not entertain the idea of anything like that. In actual fact, though, they might be able to do it with just a bit of something extra that their consultant might not have said to them.
Which is probably why I'm inclined to put things with things that are higher, without actually knowing I'm doing it.
Yeah, or a scarf even. It's about sometimes a rule can be limiting. That's my point. And why you need to speak further with your consultant is if you've been given a rule by somebody to make life easier for you, but actually you might encounter something in the shops that would be good if you could just think of slightly outside the box. But in my experience, not everyone can think outside the box. So they've been given a limiting rule, which is useful, but not necessarily wholly it. But no, I've been given a rule, can't do that. And so my card is designed to just tempt them to think a little bit differently. Or go back to their stylist.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of I suppose it's with me, it's been trial and error over the year. So I think this is all good stuff. It's very clear. Because if you're given a book or a huge article to read or a lot of stuff online, lots of slides or lots of things, it's just too much in one go. And this is nice to start, which is it's meant to be a starter kit. It's not supposed to be how to become an expert on scarves.